Hello, hello, hello. What up, what up, what up, and welcome to Monday Motivation. What's up, guys? What's going on? Hope everybody is starting their Monday off right. Okay, subject matter for today is learning how to gut it out. You right, learning how to gut it out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I gut it out, how I've learned how to gut things out when things get hard. And what I do is I try to use um, two frameworks, if you want to call it that. And how I do it is I try to use a time when I was at my lowest, right? And I try to use a success. And I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, let me give you two examples. Okay, the first example, right? The first example is when I was in prison. I did 5 years in prison. So that was the lowest time of my life. And I had a mindset when I got there of what I wanted to accomplish, what I wanted to do. Um, and I worked out, and I read everything, but I had a mindset, and I navigated that, and I did that, and I made it through that. So when I'm having hard times and um, things seem dire or bleak, or excuse me, the case may be, I grab from those experiences. I take from those experiences. Me, when I was in prison and struggling, I made it through that. So I used that mental fortitude I had when I was in prison. I go back to that. I go back to those experiences because those feelings and those memories and those experiences are there. You just have to tap into them. So what I do is I realize that if I can make it through that, I can make it through anything, right? And that's the mindset you have to have. You have to be able to gut things out. And the best way I've learned through reading countless books is learn how to, use your experiences to help you grow. Because that those experiences are wisdom, and they're there for you to use. They are lessons. They are learning lessons. So what I do is when I'm struggling, I use that. I grab that. I remember that, and I remember how I did it, and then I try to persevere, and I use that as a reference point. The same thing is the second thing is this: sometime in your life, you've probably been successful, and I've been successful in a couple of areas. So again, I have examples in my life where I have showed glimpse of my greatness and my potential. So what I do is I, go back and try to find an experience. For example, when I was a store manager at Lube One in 1997 or 98, I think I'm 21 or 22 years old, and someone gave me the responsibility to run their store at 21, right? And I'm thinking how I'm going to do this, but somebody came to me and thought I would be offered me that job. But you know why? Because they seen my potential and they seen my successes. So if somebody else can see that in you, you have to learn to see it in yourself. So, and for a good year and a half, I was successful at that job. So I've proven in my past that I can do things and be successful. And it's some more examples. When I played football, I was a exceptional athlete. So there are things in your life that you can use to help galvanize you, to help uplift you and to show you that you can do things. You just have to learn how to tap into those memories, tap into those experiences, and use them today. And that is a mindset, and that is a framework that I've been using, and it's been helping me because I have reference points in my life where I have made it through things. I've gutted it out, and that's what you're going to learn how to do. You're going to learn how to gut it out. You're going to have to learn how to push through. And so many times we don't push through. It gets too difficult. The task doesn't. We have a time frame for the task, but we want things to be easier than what they are. And then when they're not, and we don't reach those tasks or whatever the case may be, we stop and we quit. But if you've been successful, even if you use your failures, But if you made it through that failure, like me, I did 5 years in prison. So I grab from that. I take from those experiences, and I use those experiences today, because if I can do that and I can make it through that, I can make it through anything. And that's how I gut it out. So I've given you some type of framework that you can start using to learn how to gut things out. And if you learn how to gut things out, things will change for you, I promise. Because once you can tap into those frameworks, right, and you can use them to your advantage. And when you're going through things like now, when I go through things, I'm like, man, this is challenging, but you've been through worse. You know, you had your freedoms taken. You know what I'm saying? You had to work for free. You know what I'm saying? You had to listen to people tell you when to eat, sleep, and shit. Excuse my language, but that's the truth. And you made it through that. So navigate this life by using your prior experiences, and that's what wisdom is. So gut it out. And if you gut it out, and you continue to gut it out with the right mindset and using the right principles and doing the right thing, things will change for you. And with that, that's my Monday motivation. Gut it out. You can do it, because I did it. See you.